Hey, there's another leg. Alright, I got another leg. Sure there's still nothing in the safe? Nope, okay. Back to searching then. What just happened? How did I get in here? Get me out of here! I can't move! No, 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 no! Oh god. Why? Why? I don't like that. Hey, I found an arm. Is that everybody? Whoop, no, I'm missing one other arm, I think. Take arm. Yeah, I got another arm. What now? Where do I go? Where do I do? Am I gonna get attacked again? That was not fun. So the last piece is in my bedroom. Okay, fair enough. Take arm. And let's save really quick, because I'm sure things are about to get heated. Oh, this looks lovely. Alright. I got all your limbs back. Use limbs on mannequin. Crap, do it individually. Use leg. No. Use leg on mannequin. Probably. What? Let's see. Put limbs on mannequin. Place the left arm, right leg. Body was intact. Reasons I couldn't explain. I sensed that something had changed back in the real world. What kind of ridiculous locking mechanism is this? Ask Yahtzee. I don't know. Hang on. Don't move. Take a pill. There we go. Because this makes a whole lot of sense. I think I'll save here. And we move in for the kill. Wow, what a view. What's this? Look. Oh, yep, view is spectacular, alright. Piece of paper. Take paper. Whoa! Glenbrowman Island, July 28th, AD 1501. A sturdy tree, this. It took us from dawn to dusk, but we finally have it down. I'm tired, Father. 'Twas indeed clever of us to investigate this island, eh, boy? I've never seen such a gigantic oak, nor do I expect to again. But its wood shall keep us in the business of carpentry for years to come. Father, look at those stones. Do you think there was once a house here? It matters not. Why must you always look everywhere but at what matters? This is your... Father? Is something troubling you, Father? Oh! Oh, jeez. Yeah, I could just sit here and watch this go on, but, throw stone at demon? Suicide attack to attack a tall man, him, demon. Grab stone. Oh, okay. Take stone. Throw stone at demon. Donk. Uh-oh. And that is why Slenderman kills children. Where am I? I must have shifted into the dark world during the vision. Trilby! Seaman! Oh, thank God, I thought I was all alone. What happened to you? I don't know. After you knocked me out of my room, I woke up and everything was like this. The hotel's ruined. There's blood everywhere. I saw this horrible man. Tall, thin, long black coat. You know him? Enough to know you're lucky to be alive. He didn't notice me, so I ran up here to hide. How did you get past the doll? What the? Trilby, what the hell is going on? I told you that would happen if you followed me into the shadows. This isn't your problem. Take these. What are these? Tranquilizer pills. Take one. When you calm down, the hotel will go back to normal. Won't you need them? I don't need to run away anymore. Trilby, wait! Where are you going? I know enough now. I know where the wood came from. Perhaps I could find a way to end this. So I was right. The cursed wood came from the Clambro and Hope Island. But what good does that knowledge do me? What a second. I never got around to reading the letter I took from under that rock. Trilby, I'm very close to ending this. Please meet me in the hotel basement. I must show you my discovery, Lankman. The other page was another of those religious papers. The Book of Victims. Vict 1, the Woodcutter. The first of these against whom the prince sought vengeance was the woodcutter, who had held the axe that first felled the tree. The prince came to him and his son, and he struck the woodcutter down, and the woodcutter knew the name of the king. Then the prince turned to the woodcutter's son and said, You I shall let live, for you are young, and you are the innocent, and that you may go among your people, and tell them of what I will wrought. And the woodcutter's son fled, and told all of what he had seen, but the men of technology are arrogant, and his words were unheeded. Nice! Okay. Time to go down the stairs. Where am I going? Was there something else downstairs that I missed? I do not know what. Oh, he said the basement, right? Okay, we're going to the basement. Because everything always happens in basements. Do 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 do. La 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 la. We're probably gonna die a lot, 'cause that's my luck. Is it this door? Or is it the basement? Emergency, nope, okay, so it is this door. What's left of that door. And the bugs are gone. Do I drink the water? Didn't need to anymore, okay. What am I looking for down here? Maybe I have to go down the hole? Trilby, go down the hole. Hey look, a stump! And it keeps switching back and forth. Look. Stump. This was it, I was certain. The remains of the tree that Boyle and his father cut down, its wood being later reused to construct an inn, a harpsichord, a shipping crate, and an idol. I could feel that same scrabbling in my mind that I felt just before all my visions. This time it was the stump itself that seemed to be beckoning me closer. Here we go again. We're going to touch it. I'm going to touch it. Touch. Clanbrowen Peninsula, July 28th, 55 BC. Cabadath, a Celtic druid, awaits the return of his friend and colleague Galden, who brings news of the invasion of Anglesey by the Roman Suetonius Patinus. Having fallen out of favor with his fellows for certain radical beliefs and activities, Cabadath lives in solitude in his remote forest clearing and prefers not to travel himself. Cabadath, Guln, you bring news. The foreigners have landed. They could not be deterred by our sorcery. All is lost. Oh, certain are you? They are making their way across the land, eliminating resistance. Even you out here will be brought down within days. I'm sorry, Capitath. And the great Druid of Anglesey bow so easily to this brash foreign power. Do not hang your head yet, my friend. Perhaps the activities for which I was ostracized could yet spell an answer. What are you talking about? You know of my dealings with the ethereal realm. I know what you claim, that there exists some otherworldly territory populated by demons and creatures of magic. And that you, Capitath, can somehow commune with these creatures. Come inside and I shall explain. Oh boy. Capitath, what is this madness? In my dealings with the ethereal realm, I have learned of many powerful demons and elementals. But there is one spoken of only reluctantly, a being possessing of awesome power. You plan to summon a demon, the most terrible of them all, who strikes fear into even the most infallible creatures that I have spoken with. Pain elemental, indeed the only pain elemental, ruler of a desolate wasteland where none venture. An invulnerable, hugely potent beast that feeds on the agony of others. Today is his day, the day when the boundaries between the realms weaken and he glimpses our world. To bring him through at this point should be simple. Even if you could conjure such a thing, how would you have it defend our land? I have much knowledge in the ways of magic. With the correct bindings, any demon can be forced to my will. I completed the preparations while I waited for your return. All that remains is the summoning. Capitath, it pains me to see you build your hopes in such nonsense. Be silent and watch. You shall see your nonsense soon enough. In this hall of death, and by the light of Bedleness gift I summon you. I bring you gifts to mark our path. I feed you with pain, I call you with madness, I summon you with the greatest loss, and I bind you by your true name, Chizou. By the gods! I have reached out to you through the void, Chizou. I command you by your true name. Show yourself. Capitath, please stop this. Show yourself. I see you. By Tadras, it's huge! It is larger than I anticipated. Chizou must obey the rules of magic. It is bound. I can command it. I don't think so. No! It is far more powerful than I thought. God, help me! Forgive me, Capitath. No! Golden, I beg you. Don't let it take me alive. It did. Bye. Chizou, of course, has no use for meat. It feeds on pain. It does not kill its prisoners. Capitath's agony was a particularly rare morsel, and Chizou ensured it would last. His soul was placed inside an oak sapling on the site of his old home to grant his body immortality. For 5 centuries as the tree grew, he knew torment beyond even his most depraved imaginings. By then his body was warped and his mind long fallen into soulless dementia. He was Chizou's, utterly and completely his slave. Trilby, Seoban, you were supposed to leave. I couldn't. Abed, the professor, he's dead. I know. He was killed by the shadows. Just like they will kill you if you don't get away from here. What is this place? This cave is the center of the reality shift. This stump is what's causing it all. How? It is the vessel for the soul of the tall man. The acolyte of Chizou. Lankman, nice to see a friendly face. Amazing, isn't it? Of all the things Sir Roderick could have used to murder his son, he chose that idol. Placing the soul of John Defoe into the wood alongside Capitath's. infusing the poor guitar with Chizo's magic, allowing him to come back infinitely more powerful than before. Certainly pretty lucky. Lucky. Chizo had to wait 2,000 years for that opportunity. The opportunity to blend magic and science in a single entity. The opportunity to create the bridge. What are you talking about? The bridge between the realms. Over which Chizo will cross onto our universe and purify mankind. Our order has waited 200 years for the prophecy to be fulfilled. You're not with the Ministry of Occultism. Who are you? 200 years ago, the prophet Jack Freehorn founded the Order of Blessed Agonies. Since then, we have grown and watched and waited. It was only in recent years that events foretold in the Book of Chizo began to occur. It mentioned Don Defoe, and it mentioned you. Me? You were the one prophesied to guard the Bridgekeeper to his destiny. But you didn't finish the job. All three aspects of John Defoe had to be destroyed to create the bridge, body, mind, and soul. You only destroyed his body. His soul and mind remained. Had I known about this, I wouldn't even have done that. Yet you'll truly disappoint my superiors. They were quite adamant that I should try to persuade you to join our cause and fulfill your foretold duty. Is that why you were helping me? They thought if I guided you through the visions and showed you the appropriate passages from our holy books, you'd understand that the prophecy is real. You honestly believe I joined some insane cult just because you handed me some leaflets? Don't you know that doesn't work? Personally, no. Ah! The knife in my gut brought an explosion of ice-cold agony. I heard the pitter-patter of my blood on the rocky floor. The pain, the surprise, and my exhaustion went together to cause immediate unconsciousness. Oh dear. Oh no. I woke find myself splayed upon the stump, blood still slowly leaking from my wound. In my injured state, I could barely move. My limbs refused to respond. I was as weak as a newborn. Lankman! Oh, good, you're awake. I was afraid you'd miss this. What are you doing? After your staggering in up to Defoe Manor, the Order needed to nudge things along. We need a connection to the show to help administrate his coming. And today might be the only opportunity we have all year to summon the Tall Man. You're going to bring that thing into our world? The standard ritual of Blessed Agonies, an offering. After he takes your life, he will be grateful to us. And then he will guide us to our destiny. So why did you stab me? What if I'm already dead by the time he gets here? You won't be. Men like you Trilby die on their own terms. They don't weakly let their life slip away from one measly knife wound. Hush now, Kabbath is coming. Oh boy. Come on, move! Attempts to move only made things worse. I felt stab pain, something nice, feeling my vision with spots. I call thee Kabbath, to the wood that is your soul. I call thee from the north. Get up! I was losing bloody celly. My arms and legs were limp and responsive, couldn't move. Come on, get up! Talk. Do I consider that a relevant topic of conversation? Struggle? Didn't understand the word. Oh, okay. Move. Losing blood steadily, my arms and legs were unresponsive, couldn't move. I call thee from the south. Pain was now replaced with an ice-cold numbness that was spreading fast. The room was swimming before my eyes. Yell for help? Okay. Call for help? No. Talk to Seoban? Seoban, are you there? She's here, but she can't answer you. She has nothing to do with this Lankman. Let her go. On the contrary, It is important that all three of us be here. It is part of the ritual. Okay. Talk to Blankman about ritual. Oh. Talk about ritual. What does this ritual entail? What are you going to do to us? To you, I have done all I need. To bring Kavanaugh to us, we must tempt him with 3 blessed agonies. The blessed agonies of the mind, the body, and the soul. I am well conditioned to act as the mind. Your wound makes you the body. The girl will have to suffice as the soul. Okay. Talk about Tall Man. Why are you summoning the Tall Man? What possible use could he be to you? You've been experiencing flashbacks, I know. You saw Kabadah's attempt to summon Chizo, yes? I saw that he failed quite drastically. He showed our lord could be summoned with any old basic demon summoning right. But Chizo was far greater and more powerful than his rivals. He is very nearly a god of pain. It takes a great amount of magic and a much more complex ritual to summon one such as he. We do not know it, but the Tall Man does. He will guide us and teach us. Oh jeez. It was becoming harder and harder to breathe. Air rattled in and out of my lungs like a buzzsaw. Move. Losing blood, nope. Talk. Unable to speak. Reality shifts from realm to realm, tormented, confused. End this madness that we might bring thee to us. Look. Idle. Stare blankly. Take. Idle. Oh, okay. End at Kabadath. Die? Not yet, but I was pretty close. Is that what I have to do? Vision was clouding up around the edges. Seemed like my stubborn will was the only thing keeping me alive. And I guess I have no choice. I died. Present thee with blessed agonies. Body, mind, and soul. It hurts. Oops. It hurts. Oh crap, I skipped that. It hurts. It hurts. Come. Come. You... One slight problem. You don't have anything to come to. What? He's dead? No, that's not possible. Master? Master, please, no! No! Okay. Trilby. What? Go back, Trilby. You cannot rest yet. There is still work to be done. Ooh. So what, we got resuscitated? Trilby, say something! What? You're alive? Oh god, I didn't even know if I was doing it properly. But I did it! You're alive! Where's Langman? The Tall Man took him. He did something horrible to him. And then he took him away. Where's my waistcoat? Shh, don't talk. I've already called for an ambulance. Let's get you back upstairs. Wait, see that wooden idol? Yes, bring it with us. Wrap it tightly in clothes and bring it with us. Don't let it touch your bare skin. Okay. Trilby's alive! How did CPR save him from that? And now it sits across from me. The reality shift had cleared up and we were free to leave. An STP cleanup crew arrived with the ambulance. No trace of a bed or the hotel staff was found. Officially, they've been classified as unexplained disappearances. Lankman and the tall man seem to have also vanished, which does not surprise me in the least. Siobhan signed the Official Secrets Act, and last I heard is staying with her parents to recuperate. Which just leaves me to write up my notes, with the idol that haunts my dreams gazing at me from across the desk. Every instinct in my being wants to burn it to ashes and grind them in the dirt, but I do not. Lankman spoke of a prophecy. The destruction of John Defoe's soul would somehow help him and his order summon their dark god. So if I destroy the idol, they win. But what else can I do? I certainly can't keep it. I know from experience that it leaks malevolent influence like a broken pipe leaks water. The only other option is to hide it. But where can I hide such a thing and ensure that it is never found again by human hands? Space! I shall have to think about this. Trilby, 29/7/1997. Space! And that leads up to the events of 7 Days a Skeptic. Fulfillment of the prophecy continues. The ritual for the summoning of Shozo will go ahead. Events have been set in motion that cannot be stopped. Oh, he's using him as a puppet. We have the blood of the guide. Now we must wait. Wait and prepare. Huh. Alright, so that was Trilby's notes. At this time there came a man from the land of technology, and though his wisdom was great and his power advanced, he had the willfulness of his fellows, and so he was the arrogant man. And on the 8th and 20th day of the 7th month of the year, the arrogant man, the king, gazed upon the land of technology and saw the arrogant man, who said thus, O king, I beseech you, for this land has become corrupt without your benevolent hand, and the darkness seemed to envelop us all. I demand of you to cross the border between our lands and make things right, for my power is great, and I shall have it in my power to control one even as great as you. And the king was rightly amused, for while the arrogant man's power was indeed great, the king's power was greater still, and the king said, I will not submit myself, for firstly my power is greater than yours, and not yours to command. Secondly, while my capabilities are many, it is impossible for me to enter the land of technology, for the border is a dark and treacherous ocean I cannot will away. But I will do this for you, O arrogant man. For all the bright bigness of your head, you are still small enough to be spared the rigors of the dark ocean. I shall rescue you from the darkness in the land of technology, and you shall live in my household, and you here will learn humility. And as the king said it was so the arrogant man crossed the ocean to the house of the king, where he was brought before his majesty, who said, Now you must repay me for the slight your arrogance cost me, for despite your innate I love you, and love you every man and beast, and blah blah blah, and we are going to die a lot. And the king took the mind and body of the arrogant man and separated him from his soul, and his place with a great tree in the land of technology. In this action he announced, Now you are the tree, and the tree is you, and the wood is your soul. With this gift of separation your body shall not wither or die throughout your lessons, but should any man interfere with the tree that is your soul in the day that is mine, I shall lend you the power to confront them and strike them down with fitting vengeance. And then he touched the arrogant man and filled his heart with his warming love, and the arrogant man became the prince, and he knew the name of the king. And the prince and the court of the king bowed down and wept and sang with great praise in the name of the king, for great and generous with his wisdom. And I am out of breath. So that was Trilby's notes, as I just said. And Trilby looks quite beat up there. Alright, final thoughts. Well, again, storyline-wise, character-wise, awesome as always. Not sure I'm very fond of the text controls. I kind of don't like doing that as much. The point and click is a little bit easier to deal with than having to type out all of your commands, especially considering a lot of the times with those, it's very finicky on what words you have to use. But nevertheless, it was a great part of the story. It introduced a lot of interesting stuff. It wraps up a lot more interesting things in the first two games. and it will be wrapped up in even more detail in the very last game, 6 Days of Sacrifice, which hopefully I'll be doing soon. I have no idea yet, but I probably will at some point. This is StarPrincessHLC saying thank you very much for watching, and have a fond farewell.